Well, hello there, guys. My name is James.
I'm Nicole.
And welcome to WMSS with Mullum and
The Brix.
For our second annual call-in show. Guys, the phone lines are live right now, but wait to call in first. Or maybe, Nicole, do we have anything up front that we need to talk about?
I don't know.
Last year we did a call-in show, but it wasn't live, so I think that deterred people from calling in to be like, well, what if they're on the phone call right now? But this year, we got a better computer. I know how to use the equipment. Also, let us know how loud am I sounding right now. And now we can do it on Twitch. And I hope it's good. I do have something up front. This happened before we recorded. Thank you to everyone in the chat for saying that we're sounding good. I don't know why I did this. I don't know why I searched this on YouTube, but I searched guitar that sounds like Miss Piggy in hopes that there was a guitar that like someone like manipulated it to sound like wee wee, you know? Nicole's sipping on some Kind Bud right now. Nicole, how are you?
Good. I just thought there was more to that story.
No, I just searched. Oh, we got our first call, guys. Right off in the beginning. Let's answer this, baby. All right. Hello, caller. You're on WMSS with Mullum
And The Brix.
Who are we speaking to? If we know you by a Twitter handle, let us know.
Oh, this is the Hit People guy, otherwise known as Steve. How are you doing?
We're doing quite well. This is Steve F. calling right now. Steve, how are you on this beautiful, crisp December Eve?
I'm good. Things have been great today. I got to the gym. I got to work out. And now I'm slowly collapsing into a pile of exhausted person.
Ooh. Is that something you do often, or is this the collapsing into yourself? That's the thing I'm mainly asking about.
I'm an exhausted person most of the time, James.
Okay. Nicole knows about that.
Yeah,
She
baby.
slept until I think almost noon today after waking up to eat but did not eat.
Yeah. The last 2 or 3 days have been difficult.
I get that.
Yeah.
But Steve,
Yeah.
if you could travel in time, that's what we're asking everyone today. If you could travel in time, what would you do with it?
Oh, I made some very big mistakes when I was in my early 20s, and I would love to go back and fix those.
Give us one mistake that you'd like to fix.
I moved in with somebody that did not work out in any way, shape, or form. Roommate from hell kind of things. And I would love to go back and tell 21-year-old Steve, do not do that. No, that is a horrible idea. Go live with other people. It will be better in the long run.
Yeah.
Nicole, what are some of your roommate experiences?
This one over here.
Yeah. You gotta
wait,
point
on your
the other
screen,
way.
on my screen, it's right.
There you go. You are moving so fastly.
No, because my phone, it lags.
No, yeah, that's what but you're
okay.
moving very fastly.
Yeah, because it's catching up to the lag.
Yeah, you're lagging out pretty
Been watching.
intensely.
It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been watching, of course, because I'm a good patron and I support the art. You guys are art.
That's my middle name, James Artie McCormick McCollum.
I like it. Does that actually make it the middle name? Because you have two last names. Shouldn't you have two first names too, and then you could have a middle name?
Well, I do technically have a hyphenated middle name. It's James Edward McCormick McCollum.
Okay, well there we go. That makes sense.
Because my mom wanted someone named after her father that she shot from her loins. But my dad was like, well, he's a McCollum. I don't know their thought process besides the fact that James Edward McCormick is my grandfather's name.
Now, you said your mom shot your father her father from her loins.
No, like she wanted someone named after her dad who was shot. Like the person is shot from her loins who will be named after her father. There's some
I was getting a
commas
little
in there.
confused because I was thinking there was some time travel involved with the loin shooting. So,
Oh, no. And you sound pretty crystal clear, Steve. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from my room.
You on a landline?
No, it's just my cell. Apparently the Wi-Fi is actually working today.
Heck yeah. Well, you want to know what would be great? Everyone knows of the Garfield phone, but that's a landline. Why not make a Garfield cell phone?
I'm sure there's like phone cases for it.
Yeah, cases.
No, I'm saying it shaped like Garfield.
No.
I think that would be interesting.
It may be like a belt clip that the clip, is shaped like the bottom part of him, the paws and the belly. And then once it rings, you unlatch it. And then the top part is the phone. You got his back. That's all probably fucked up because he's an overweight cat, and that's bad to do to a cat. There's just so many health issues. And speaking of which, you have a cat named Garfield, don't you?
I do indeed.
Oh,
and
man.
He is asleep about 3 feet away because that is all he does is sleep.
Shake him up.
No, that's horrible.
That's what I would do to Frank.
Yeah, but
I'd push him over when he's awake, and I'd shake him when he was sleeping.
So mean.
I will admit that when Garfield is sleeping and he's on his back, I can never resist doing the belly rub. So I do wake the cat up occasionally because the tummy is soft and must be pet.
What's your stance on Zerberts and raspberries? Don't you think they're just like a kiss with a tickle? So it's a way in which to tickle someone, but more lovingly?
So I think that they're fun, but it's one of those the other person has to be into it kind of things. Because I know people that aren't into tickling at all. They're like, don't touch me. And then if you're moving from taking your fingers and putting them on people and instead put your mouth on people and they don't want that, they probably really don't want the mouth thing.
But it's a good compromise. If you're in a relationship with someone who doesn't like being tickled, the good compromise is like, well, let me love you with a kiss that also goes on your side.
No, see, Steve is saying that's worse than tickling.
I'm not sure that's what he's saying.
No, that's what I'm saying. This sounds strangely personal. Like there's something going on between you two related to this.
Every single day. It's a constant tit for tat that we have going on.
See, James, you just have to learn Nicole's love language.
Well, I think we have to redo our love language. I've really brought in this up to Nicole just so we remember, because I know our one are the same, but then our second and fourth are switched around, I believe, but I don't remember what they were. I think both were words of affirmation. Gifts were the bottom for both of us, and then touch was number 2 for me, and acts of services was number 4. So I think those were switched around. I don't know what the number 3 was.
I gotcha.
Does that sound right, Nicole?
I don't fucking know.
Let me give you words of affirmation. Steve, help me with this. Let's give Nicole words of affirmation.
I'm gonna leave.
Nicole, I have nothing but complete and utter respect for all the art you do and put out. I love seeing the new stuff you're baking every single time you post it up. I want more Dino Cats, and I will get more Dino Cats. And I always look forward to the cool stickers you get as part of your Patreon.
Thank you.
Plus, you're totally cute. There you go.
Nicole, just like seeing where you were and seeing where you've come. No, I'm kidding. Nicole, you're my best friend. I think you're the coolest motherfucker on the planet, god damn it. And I'm constantly thinking I'm not doing enough for you, so I try to do more this goes into words of affirmation and acts of service. I truly believe I'll never be able to give you enough and what you deserve.
Okay.
Words of affirmation. Now, guys, now Steve, help Nicole out here.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
No, but that's just me because I want to continuously be better. But Steve, help me out here on this one.
Okay.
With Nicole, or I guess help Nicole out with this one. My love language is like touching. So like, guys, touch me.
I'm touching my phone. Is that
Okay.
what I'm touching?
Describe it. Yeah, let's do it like Nicole's. Yeah. Smells of my
I
queen.
regret. Can I have it back, please?
Oh, yeah. No, that's an act of service. And oh my God, you grabbed that so well, Nicole.
I am just petting the side of my phone with 2 fingertips and going, there, James.
Thank
I like
you.
you.
Now cuddle the phone.
Well, I have it pressed up against the side of my face.
That's close
kind of like
enough.
cuddling.
But Steve, we're gonna let you, we got the time travel out. Oh, favorite holiday snack.
So I think it's called like Divinity. It's like a really kind of fluffy marshmallow thing that my parents used to make a long time ago, and I haven't had it in forever. And I don't know if it's my favorite, but it definitely reminds me of the holidays really well.
Well, I gotta check out what this Divinity is, as long as it's not the one that Lil Corey's always trying to get me to play on his PlayStation 4.
Oh, you know, I'm sure you could do some Divinity Original Sin with him.
Oh my God. When we were hanging out, it was a constant, him like, we got to do a Let's Play of Divinity. Then we did. And then he never wanted, like, we just never played it again. It might be because of the pandemic. I'm not 100% sure.
We'll chalk it up to the pandemic right now. And once it's over, then we come back, and readdress.
Thank you so much for calling. We're going to see if anyone else is calling. But hey, we'll let you go, Steve, and then we'll keep explaining.
Okay.
All right. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So if someone is on the call with us, of course, maybe make it so Nicole's too godly for the cameras, Jordan said not too long ago. Also, hey guys, if you're watching, share this with some friends. Let's get this motherfucking party started. But if someone's calling and you want to call, if we get like a call on the line, we'll hang up on that person and just start going again. And
Rude.
you can try and call in later,
Rude.
but that's the kind of style we're going for, baby. That's how Never Not Funny does it. And it's very funny when Jimmy, they're having such a great conversation and someone will call and he'll just scream, get this guy the fuck out of here, and then keep going. But in between calls, what we're going to do is talk about 2020 was shit. It was bad. That's non-debatable.
Still is.
Yes. So we want to just bring up things that actually were good over 2020.
Uh-huh.
Nicole, you got anything, or do you want this guy to start out?
I learned how to make molds and cast copies of them in resin. I learned a new skill.
Heck yeah. What's the coolest skill you've ever learned?
I guess that.
Hell yeah. Steve in the chat is saying the dino cats are friggin' awesome. Coolest skill I've ever learned, I don't know. How to properly choke out a cat?
I'm pissed.
Hey, Sean's here. Maybe he'll be calling us in. But guys, that phone number on the screen right now, it is for real the number to call into the show. We're not joking. Steve just called in. That wasn't planned. He just called. He, I think, has been, even last year was the first person to call. So Steve, 2 out of 2. But I think, oh, we got a call. All right. Yellow, you're on with Mullum
And the Brix.
on WMSS. Who are we speaking to, caller?
Hey, man, my name is Ruxpin. Ruxpin from Double, South Dakota. I tried to call earlier. I didn't pick up. Am I on?
Yeah, you're on right now.
Oh, boy, I've never been on nothing before. No, not since I got thrown off a large circus ball when I was a little boy above my head, and now I only taste green.
You only taste green?
I only taste green. As I said, I eat. I don't get me wrong. I eat tons of food. Sometimes I find a paperclip that looks mighty tasty, and I pop that in my mouth and I chew on that, and that's fun. But it only tastes like green.
Okay. What's the taste of green? So you've tasted things before, right?
Oh yeah, back before my circus ball accident. I tasted all kinds of things. That was
So
I tasted perfume. I tasted tiny squirrels. I tasted large squirrels. I had beef souffle. A souffle made of meat.
okay, so you've tasted a lot of things. What is the closest approximation that green tastes like?
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Okay. All right. Now, picture this one. You know, when you're lying on the grass and you look up at the stars, you kind of feel small, and then you lean your head back a little too far, and you start crinking your neck, and then so you have to kind of like sit up and you have to like crack it, but then while you're cracking your neck, you get like head spins because you sat up too soon.
Yeah.
Sure.
It tastes like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it tastes like that.
So it tastes like your spine's about to go out.
Yeah, my name's Ruxpin.
Yeah. How you doing, Ruxpin?
Oh man, thank you for that. I'm having a good day. I tell you right now, my barrel caught fire real nice, so I got a nice little fire going around my barrel. That's pretty. It's the prettiest thing sight you've ever seen. How y'all doing today?
We're doing well. Did you say you're from North Dakota?
Double South Dakota.
Okay, there's oil fields. You shouldn't just be outside with a barrel full of fire.
Oh no. So I got the barrels in my house.
Oh.
Mansion.
That's
technically.
fine then.
Wait, did you say your mansion?
Technically, I want to be. I'm on the radio, so I want everything to be on the record and clear. Yes, I said mansion. It's a McMansion, really. It's not it's nothing fancy. It's just a little place to keep all my, my wares, my clothes, my reincarnated dinosaurs I have from Amp.
From Amp?
Amber. Oh yeah, yep, Amps. That's what I said.
Amber.
Nope, I said Amps.
Okay. Did you like shred a guitar so hard you resurrected a dinosaur?
Oh, see, I thought it
You
was
know
the
it, brother.
energy drink.
Yeah, wait, hold on. What was that Nicole said about the energy drink?
Wasn't amped like some sort of energy drink?
Yeah.
All right, so here's what had happened. So what I done did back in the day, I was an opening act for Ozzy Osbourne back when he was touring with Randy Rhoads. I was in a group. We called ourselves the Naughty Little Donkeys. And, the Naughty Little Donkeys, we were the first folks to really just start on the amp. We actually, technically speaking, I am the inventor and primary shareholder of Amped LLC. All right, get that out of the way.
Wait, did you say you did this before Ozzy Osbourne was born or before Ozzy Osbourne?
Oh, that's what I mean. Yeah, I was the opening act in the hospital that birthed Ozzy Osbourne. As he was emerging from his mother's womb, me and the Naughty Little Donkeys were just shredding it up.
So you're like 95 years old.
I'll give or take. Yeah, somewhere in there.
And when you say McMansion, that is generally like a falsity is usually when people say a McMansion. But this is like a real mansion.
No, it's a real mansion. Well, I mean, what it does refer to is that I have a McDonald's inside of my mansion. So it's a McMansion because I can get that and the sweet chicken nuggets anytime I want.
Are you sure you don't just live in a larger than normal McDonald's?
Well, can we be sure of anything in this world? Hold on now. Counter boy. Yeah, you boy behind the counter. little man who stands behind the counter to take my orders. Is this the mansion that I got from my amp and rock and roll money? Or is this a McDonald's I live in because I blew all my amp and McDonald's money on various failed robot fight leagues? He just asked me to leave. So that's not I guess that's not a clear answer. I apologize.
I mean,
it feels like I live here though.
Well, it's more of an answer that you don't own this place. He wouldn't be asking you to leave. Do you have a mask on?
Well, of course, I always have a mask on.
Okay.
I mean, If I didn't have a mask on, they could see who I am. Right now, I'm wearing my Green Goblin rubber mask I got from Planet Hollywood. Yeah, I mean, come on. I'm Ruxpin. I'm the inventor of amp and rock and roll. I helped deliver Satan into this world. I got to be very careful.
You wait. So Ozzy Osbourne, you're calling is Satan.
Oh yeah, everyone knows that, right?
Oh, I didn't. I always assumed like Anton LaVey or Benton LaVey from Deicide were more satanic.
Oh, here's the thing. Well, no, they're satanic, sure.
Oh, okay.
But here's the thing. Ozzy Osbourne, he's a little bit of a Satan. I feel bad. I didn't mean to. Oh no, I blew up his spot. Oh, I didn't mean to blow up his spot. He's a family friend.
I might just be out of the loop.
No, I shouldn't be talking. I feel bad. I'm talking about a dear family friend behind his back. He's not, man. I hope you don't get mad at me. That's gonna make Easter weird.
Oh,
I hate a weird Easter.
What's the weirdest Easter you've ever had?
The weirdest Easter I ever had? Let me think back. Okay, so it was around, I'm going to say 1892. Yeah, that sounds about right. How old did I say I was?
At least 95.
All right, we're bumping it up then a little bit.
Wait, so that means you were... Ozzy Osbourne was probably born in maybe the 40s? So
yeah, maybe.
That means
I'll say 80. God, he's not 80. Is he 80?
He's probably older than 80.
I just remember when he was a little baby coming out of his mother's womb.
So you just know him as a baby.
Well, that's when I met him. And it's kind of you remember people when you meet them the first time.
Oh, yeah, I remember the first. What?
Go ahead.
I remember the first time I met Nicole. Oh, we keep talking over each other.
I know. I'm sorry. Tell me about the story. Tell me about the time you met Nicole. I was going to talk about the time I met Dick Cheney pooping it. That's not as interesting a story as this one.
People on the show have heard when Nicole and I met. Please tell the story of when you met Dick Cheney pooping.
Oh man, well, okay. It's nothing special. We were at a Fish concert, as Dicks want to do. And I'm in line. I'm in line for the porta potty, as I'm wont to do. And here's the thing. So when you stand outside of a porta potty, you expect to hear like toot sounds and a series of bicheekial fricatives. That's a fancy way of saying farts. And instead, that's not what I hear. What I do hear is a tiny yelp of a puppy dog. I get in there. Dick Cheney's petting a little puppy dog. It's the only way he can poop. I'm like, Dick, that's kind of adorable. Then he cracks the dog's neck. I'm like, Dick. He's like, who? So that's how I met Dick Cheney.
I had a feeling it was going to end that way.
I mean, it is Dick Cheney. I don't think I'm speaking out of turn there. Come on now.
Well, Ruxin, we've been asking everyone what they would do if they could travel in time, but I fear that you are a Time Lord and you exist you exist in a world where there isn't time if you were hanging out in 1890. So
92, come on now.
Which
was my weird Easter.
Oh, yes, but what I'm saying is you were still hanging out in 1890. Okay, so you were born in 1892. If you say 1891.
No. It was before that. It was a while before that.
Oh, my.
Yeah, like he's a Time Lord that doesn't know that he is.
And I'm putting this out there, I jog every day, okay? I only smoke light cigarettes, okay? and I exfoliate twice a week. So, I'm just trying to take care of myself out here.
Well, you should start a blog and let people know what your regiment is.
Listen, man, I may have been around since 1892 or longer, but I'm still young enough to know that a blog ain't gonna do it nowadays. What's going on? What are you talking about? What are you saying now?
Okay, well,
what's happening?
All right, then a Tumblr.
Oh, now you're talking my language.
That's
Tumblr.
A blog, dude.
Wait, what? No, no, it's a Tumblr.
Tumblr is a blog.
What do you mean? Doesn't add up. What do you mean? A Tumblr, a blog? Hold on, I gotta do some research. Hold on. Hold.
Ruxin, we have to let you go.
No, not like this. No, it's impossible. No.
All right.
No.
Ruxin, it was good talking to you.
No.
All right, we'll talk to you later, dude.
Bye.
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 Is he...
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, we do have a voicemail. I was waiting for him to say Baba Booey, Baba Booey. Let's play this.
I didn't
no.
know we could get voicemails.
Yeah, we can get voicemails. Is it going to play? Oh, yeah.
Hey man, this is Russ Spin down in Double South Dakota. Yeah, calling back. I want to get on that show. I want to be talking mostly Power Rangers. Give me on that. Yeah. But,
I want to list off what Google translated that jumbles to. It's been down there, down South Dakota. Yeah, going back home to be talking about the most closely Rangers. Give me one moment here. That's what Google said that was. So our phone line's open again. You guys hit us up. We'll answer the call. Baby. But Nicole, one of the things I loved this year was, even though mostly speaking Sentai, the conceit is getting a guest into Super Sentai. Luckily, we were doing Car Ranger, so I was kind of trying to get you into Car Ranger.
Yeah.
And I think us being on the show just together was beneficial for the show. We were able to really break things down, talk to one another, get you more comfortable, get me more comfortable. And I was like re-listening to some old episodes and like the Freggy Krugy stuff, us dissecting all of the mans, you know, like the Slender Man, Bye-Bye Man, etc. Also, Brooke666 said during that call, "What is happening?" Asked that.
That's a good question.
Also, proud podcast partners with the Tokusatsu Network now. And then that bit I've really been enjoying of us whenever we say something extremely dirty or a very out there, we scream, "Hey, proud podcast sponsor of the Tokusatsu Network." And then we also, we guested on some podcasts this year, Tokyo Lives and that other Toku podcast. We also had Pissmas in July, and I really enjoyed because we couldn't go to G-Fest this year because of the pandemic. It just didn't happen. We did that the Mechagodzilla double feature, and was able to break out that Criterion collection and have a good time watching those. Saw boobies in a Godzilla movie. And I've enjoyed every single week getting to sit down with you and be goofballs.
Mm-hmm. I think the most memorable is definitely me losing my mind and just turning into you.
You did say, and I quote, I think this was on the Boba Claw episode, because I think that it was one of our best episodes. You said, this show has become the chronicling of our descent into madness. And I think that reigns true.
Yeah.
Also, Sean Marciniak finally in the chat. When you gonna call, man? He asked, were there Godzilla's boobies? Oh, were they Godzilla's boobies? No, they were an android woman's boobies, I think. In one of the first Mechagodzilla movies, I think the second one, baby. Boobies make everything better. Also, like, C2E2, we did that live show there, and that was fucking great. The show this year was so promising in the beginning, and then nada. It's pretty bonker, spectacular. Nicole says, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had the Patreon. I think talking about Beyblade has been the greatest thing for me creatively. Because since it's me doing it by myself, I have to, and it's like luckily gone pretty much every 5 episodes, I realize, I need to tweak some things and change things in order to, one, make this better and make this doable on myself. So it's also allowed me to like calm down if you listen to early pandemic and then now, I'm not just a crazy manic mess in like talking. I'm not like, yeah, all the time. I can chillax. I can do this. I can, hey guys, the radiator's on. Who cares?
Yeah.
And then editing podcasts, because even though I'm technically like not doing as much, I need more time off because this year has been bonkers and draining. So I'm editing in a way where I'm like, I don't need to take out every stutter someone does. I don't need to take out every time someone is asked something in an improv and then goes, well, you see, shouting out at you, Sean Marciniak, to think of something, to be like, oh, all I do now is take out long pauses because that's all that really needs to be done. Because when there's a long pause, you think, oh, did the podcast stop? Did my headphones die? What have you? So those are two good things that have happened so far this year.
Cool.
I was also thinking, should we tweak Mostly Speaking Sentai? Should we just become like a horror podcast, or should we become...
That's not tweaking it. That's just abandoning it altogether.
Should we go over to Kamen Rider a little bit? I know we've discussed that and tried to think about it like, hey, once a month, do a Kamen Rider. Oh, man, and we finished Los Luchadores this year.
Thank God.
Don't you dare talk crap about that. You two should continue to be you because you're amazing, Sean says. Sean, this is we didn't meet Sean this year, but pretty dang close. Actually, it was last like March. But Sean, I will think Sean is so funny, and even though Sean is probably in the same situation that I'm in, that Nicole's in, where it's like, well, I'm not anything where I want to be in my like career. But I think Sean, like, I'm in awe that Sean thinks we're entertaining because he is like a top-notch entertainer himself. So, Sean, what I'm saying is I appreciate your friendship. And Nicole left. I don't know where Nicole went, but let me allow this. An Automod said, Jordan said, I guess, an inappropriate thing. He said, I would love a horror podcast from you guys, from anyone, really. I'm a whore for horror. And then Sean goes, oh my gosh, I love you and need to call in. Oh, it's just going to be Sean calling in. Hey, guys, if you can call in, if you want to call in, please do so. But Nicole, do you have anything that you would like to discuss?
The DarlingHomebody Shopping Networks were really fun and weirdly successful. So that's super cool. So I kind of just want to make that like a regular every 6-month thing. And every time we're getting better at it.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely figuring it out.
We really need another webcam because the other camera, we need another tripod. That's the next thing we need.
For what?
So then we can have 2 cameras and I'll be able to like zoom in. We need a lazy Susan so we can, and then a second area. So then you can like lazy Susan it and we can just see that with another camera, it turning around like they do on CVS or it's not CVS.
No.
What is it? QVC.
Yeah.
I enjoyed doing that. I'm glad I convinced you to do the first one. The second one, I because you sold out of the Dino Cats pretty much immediately. That was fantastic. I would love to do them like once a month.
No, because I like having them to like show off new things.
Well, let's get new things once
a month.
But if
it's once a month, there would be like one thing to show off.
Let's get you bumping a little harder on the output, Nicole.
Yeah, and I'll be broke.
Yeah, but then once a month you're making all that money back
No.
because your loyal fans are like, we need a new Dino Cat. We need a new next thing. Hey, we got a phone call, guys. All right. We are... Oh, wait, wrong.
Answer it.
Yellow, you are on with Mullum
And the Brix.
of WMSS, The Gooch.
Oh my gosh, never. First time caller, long time listener. Very excited to be on that there gooch. Oh my gosh, Dan, I can't even. Excuse me. I can even. I want to catch my breath, but I also don't want to lose my. I don't want to lose this moment. I want to hold it close in my heart. Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Big fan.
a big fan, you said?
Oh yes, a long time fan. Yes, big fan of the gooch. I remember I first proposed to my girlfriend. When we listening to your shows parked over at Lover's Peak. She said no, but I proposed, and that was a big step for me.
You love the Gooch, though.
Love the gooch, big fan. Yes, it's if you've ever kind of sat alone in a dark room not because you can't afford electricity, but because you refuse to pay those corrupt capitalist pigs. And you start thinking to yourself, man, if I had some gooch in my life right now, oh boy, wouldn't that make a difference?
Why not just get batteries in a battery-operated boombox?
Oh, yeah, sure. And support Duracell? I don't think so. Did you know this is true? This actually happened. Did you know that Duracell not only killed President Kennedy, but killed President Kennedy years before the quote-unquote assassination? It's true. That was a human robot that got shot in the back of that car there in Texas. Mm-hmm.
That's a very advanced technology for the time.
Yeah, I mean, Duracell, they did a couple things right, but a lot of things wrong. Yes. I don't know.
What did they do right?
Well, they built a very lifelike human replicant robot.
Obviously, that's one thing.
And then the wrong thing was the murdering of the president.
Okay, but you said they did a couple things right. What's one other thing?
Oh, well, okay. Here's a thing. That there bunny?
Yeah.
Good-looking bunny.
It is.
That's another thing right. The thing they did wrong was when they dropped him into Afghanistan to murder a bunch of women and children. That's terrible. I wish they did not do that.
Did you say your name?
No, he did not.
Oh, no. Sorry, hell. I'm a Francois Bacon, small hockey coach for Bishop Timon St. Jude up over there in Ontario.
Oh, you're Canadian.
Oh, yeah, you got it. Bingo, bingo. How could you tell? Could you tell I was listening to Rush before I called in? That's Canadian humor there for you.
Wait, are you French Canadian because your name is Francois Bacon?
Well, that's funny you should ask, actually. I am. So here's the thing. Funny story. True story. So I am French and I am Canadian. What had happened was when I'm also, in addition to being a high school hockey coach, I am a nuclear physicist. If you're familiar with those?
Yes, I'm familiar with both your occupations.
Okay. Which one are you less familiar with, so I can clarify?
I guess
high school hockey or the nuclear physicism?
Maybe both. I'm
Okay, great.
equally because I don't know too much about hockey, especially when it comes to what's a penalty.
Oh, it's a fine sport. Well, anything penalty is anything you do that you probably shouldn't be doing. So, if for instance you take your picklewood out, you start peeing on the ice, well, that's a penalty.
I think that's just
penalty.
boot. That's not a penalty. That's just.
Well, I mean, here's the thing about penalties. You have to understand that anytime you get into a game situation, you get that competitive spirit running over you. You're like, wooly bully. And sometimes you find yourself punching another fellow there in the mouth there. Sometimes you find yourself taking your picklewood out and taking a pee-pee all over the rink. You can't.
You ever slip while you're taking a pee-pee and it gets stuck to the ice?
Oh, ding ding. Ding ding there every time. Here's the funny thing about hockey. The thing about hockey rinks is everything's ice. The bathrooms, that's covered in ice. The parking lot, that's covered in ice. One time I came home to my loving loving wife. This was not the girlfriend. This was
covered in ice.
Covered in ice. She was covered in ice. Turns out I married a pile of snow I met behind the hockey rink. I didn't know at the time. I thought it was a beautiful woman. Turns out, nope, that's a pile of snow. Some of the ice shavings. Yep.
Do you ever skate? Do you ever do a hockey game on a frozen lake?
Oh, the classic, the pond hockey, we call that.
Oh, yes.
Played on the pond. Yeah. No, I play pond hockey. I played on both sides of the ice.
Have you ever peed so hard on while doing pond hockey that the ice caved in and you fell through?
Or maybe your pee was just so hot that it melted.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I will answer those questions. But I'm surprised I mentioned that I played on the other side of the ice, and both of you are still interested in my urine. But okay, I can answer that question.
What? Okay, wait.
I'm sorry, we just celebrated Pissmas, so...
Also... what do you mean by the... okay, yeah, I do want to know what the other side of the ice means. Because this is what I think. Wait, can I guess?
Okay, you want... Well, they do play into each other. You can guess. Go ahead. Take a guess. Take a wild guess.
Well, I have two. It either means you played on the Russian team in the Winter Olympics that we won, meaning America won, or...
No, the Miracle on Ice.
Yes.
1980. Yep.
Hold it. Can I ask, caller, do you know a lot about hockey?
I mean, I should hope so. I am a high school coach and I'm a high school hockey coach in addition to being an Olympic athlete.
Oh wait, you're an Olymp. Okay, hold on. But let me say the other thing. I think the other, like, you've gone underneath the ice into the water, and I guess like scuba, like kind of. When the Power Rangers fell through that water and landed where Zordon and Alpha, who is played by Bill Hader, were?
Sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Well, here's the thing. Now, I'm not necessarily going to answer, quote unquote, that first question. But here's the thing you need to understand about Russian hockey back in 1980, which is the Miracle on Ice. They are rigorous with their training training regimens. So when you say you play under the ice with scuba equipment, no, my friend, no scuba equipment involved. That's all lung power and chutzpah. That's what they said. Now, as a nuclear physicist, sometimes yes, you have to leave your country to go and learn and explore, discover your body, your mind, your soul, what you want, what you need out of life. And sometimes, again, as simply a student of the mind, a student of the world, you find yourself expatriating into communist Russia, and ding ding there if you just don't love hockey so much. Well, what are you going to do but not play hockey, you know? Well, I'm going to turn away. The whole point of me leaving home at the time was to really learn who I was, what I was about. And it turns out, hockey.
So,
of course,
how'd you get...
1 year, they don't do it.
How did you get into nuclear physicism?
Well, it's a funny story. You should ask. Funny story. True story, too. Those things at the same time. I found myself getting involved into nuclear physicism when I was sitting in the hospital. My father was a nurse, and my mother worked at the subway that was inside the hospital. You ever see those like little restaurants inside the hospital? That's where my mother worked. My father was a nurse, and so I was sitting there while playing.
Are you sure the hospital wasn't inside the subway?
Well, here's the funny thing. There was a young man with sort of a visor with double arches on top of it. I didn't think none of it. I just kind of moved on with my day. You don't think that? Well, this is inside of you think this was inside of some sort of a American fast food restaurant? Well,
yeah,
like a Burger King.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe a Wendy's.
Yeah, well,
could have been an Arby's.
Okay, no, we need to get back on track. Your father was a nurse. Your mother is working inside of a subway that is inside of a hospital, or vice versa. The hospital is inside of a subway. Or
it was crazy out there. It could have been a subway inside of a hospital inside of McDonald's. So that sounds a little outlandish. Sounds a little too far for me. I don't think that's possible.
And then it could have also been in a mansion.
Could have also been in a mansion. For a minute there, I thought you were going to say could have been inside of a man, which would have blown my mind. I'll tell you that right now. Hold on, you got a hospital inside of a man. If you ever get sick, you go inside of yourself. Physician heals thyself. But didn't think that's what they meant. Anyways, so yeah, I'm waiting for my parents to get off work, so I'm playing with my little etch-a-sketch there. And wouldn't you know it, I see the miracle of birth. Here's the thing, you're not going to believe this one. You ever hear of a little singer by the name of Ozzy Osbourne? Crazy, I know. Listen, here's the thing. I'm not a big fan of the heavy metal music, the heavy stuff. No, I take things a lot lighter, a lot smoother than that. But I did it. But I was there, and I was just like, "Wow, it's a bear search. Who is this fella?" Yeah, it's a fun memory, I suppose. But so as I was sitting there, what appears to be a tear of the space-time continuum, real quick opens up, real quick shuts back up. Before I know it, I look back down. Well, I'm 10 years younger. And let you know, I was 12 at the time. So I'm a 12-year-old now. I'm a 2-year-old. What is happening here? Well, I tell you, to this day, I'm not entirely sure. But by that time, I was like, well, maybe some of this nuclear physicism might have some answers. How I went from a 12-year-old to a 2-year-old. I couldn't even play my Etch-a-Sketch anymore. Fingers couldn't fit the knobs. I couldn't do anything. I was just fiddling. It was like I was fiddling. I was fiddling with a German car with Italian parts. What am I doing here? Can't move the knobs with my tiny little 2-year-old fingers. I meant for 12-year-old. Which at the time I was.
I'm broken.
What happened? Everything okay back there? Y'all all right? That's how I found myself. That's how I discovered appreciation for nuclear physicism.
Oh, so you're 2 yet 12 years older than. Wait.
Okay, no. So I was 12. Here, you know what? I do not blame you for getting confused.
Where did you? Was Ozzy Osbourne born the day that you fell in this wormhole?
Well, wait, I'm sorry. Repeat the question. I didn't quite make that out.
How does Ozzy Osbourne fit into this?
Oh, I just think it's interesting that I was there. It doesn't really. Because it's not important to the story. I just thought it was interesting. You know, it's Ozzy Osbourne. People know who he is.
Wait, but was
Famous guy.
Was
cool. Right? People like Ozzy Osbourne.
Yes, his like
Sharon, right? Oh, Sharon, I'm so agitated right now. That was fun.
It doesn't matter if you could time travel, even though you sort of kind of have. What would you do?
Okay. If I could time travel, what would I do? You know what? Here's the thing. So I dead ass and earnesty, go back to 1980, fucking kick those Americans right in their teeth. I tell you what. It should have been ours. The one year I'm playing. Oh boy. I know. It's just like, fiddlesticks might as well. Real Murphy's Law there, you know?
I'm not sure. I only know Milo Murphy's Law.
Which one's Milo's Murphy's Law?
It's voiced by Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh, Milo's Murphy's Law. Okay.
Milo Murphy's Law. Created by Jeff Swampy Marsh on the Disney Channel.
Yeah, that sounds like a real thing you definitely didn't just make up right now.
I didn't.
Yes, but it's sure. No, okay.
Check it out. It's on Disney Plus. All the episodes are there and available. But
I'm looking it up, but it's set. Okay, I'm looking it up. I'm seeing a Wikipedia page for it. I still don't believe you didn't just make it up right now. Does that make sense?
You can scroll down and see when it was last updated.
A lot of people can do crazy things with the internet. I'll tell you what. And you ever see that 2 Girls, 1 Cup? That was done on the internet. It was crazy. People can do a lot of things on the internet. That's all I'm trying to say.
That's your example.
Behind that, right?
That's your example for anything can go on the internet is 2 Girls, 1 Cup. The pornography expanded the internet. The reason why the internet is the way it is because of pornography.
Well, you know who made that? You know who made that video, right?
Who?
Duracell. That was Duracell right
there. Okay, Francois Bacon, we got to let you go.
All right. Thank you very much, dude.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
I'm waiting for a Baba Booey. Still isn't happening. Hey, guys, give us a call. It's on the screen. We'd love to hear from some equally eccentric people who I don't want to say real people because Francois Bacon was obviously a real person. But Nicole, what else has been going good in 2020 for you?
I answered last, so it's your turn.
That Cheeto ass bitch is going out to White House. Ooh, that's a good thing in 2020. Yeah. Get it, girl. Oh, man. That broke me. I put out 2 CDs this year. That's good.
Uh-huh.
Podcast Raps, the Pro Verses, and I'll Get There, which are 2 firsts for me. The first is a fully original, like I made all the beats on it, and it's a concept fully fleshed out album, and the second one is just a beat tape that I'm like, hey, I'll put that out. It's lo-fi shit. Check it out, babies.
Yeah.
It was good. We've already been going an hour, Nicole.
Whoa.
I know. What else? I think that's the. Oh, and then like I think the cummy sleeves is the funniest things you've ever said this year. I was trying to think of something funny on talking about Beyblade, maybe episode 4 or 5, and then Nicole, because like I think they were wet, and then Nicole was like, They come in their sleeves, and I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, like they...
No, you said what would be in their sleeves.
Yes. Oh, yeah, because I have something up my sleeve, and then you go, come.
Because you always talk about, like, how horny that computer is.
Yeah, but the computer can't jack come.
You don't know that.
Oh, but she can jack come out of some tweens.
Exactly.
Because that's what this show is, a horny adult computer who's been living for centuries because she was a bit beast who wound up in a computer. She's just horny for everyone she sees.
I mean, it makes sense, though, with, like, how much porn there is on the internet. The internet is very horny.
Yeah, I guess it does.
Yeah.
That makes complete sense. You broke what this means. Hey, guys, if you're watching, please call in. Anyone, we're trying to figure out what you would do if you time traveled. Oh, we got a call. If this is from the okay, this is a new number. All right.
They were shutting me tonight.
Okay. Hey, caller, welcome to WMSS with Mullum.
And the bricks.
Who we talking
Hey.
to?
This is Craig and Steve from It Takes Two to Toku.
Hey, yo!
Hi.
Hey.
Hey, guys.
How's it going?
It's going so well. How about you guys? Are you cab life this weekend?
No, we're home life this weekend, but we'll get up there for New Year's.
Oh, hell yeah. You're not going to... Oh, a cabin on Christmas. Have you ever done that? It sounds fantastic.
No, not yet, but yeah, we definitely want to at some point.
If Lifetime hasn't done this, Christmas at the Cabin, that or a Hallmark, a Christmas movie just titled that, it writes itself. Everyone will watch it because it'll be cozy.
There's got to be one. But the only cab life I'm doing this weekend is Cabernet.
Ooh, that's an alcohol, maybe a wine.
So how are you guys doing?
We're doing well. The last caller broke us. I don't know if you were watching during that.
No, we just got home.
Oh, where
What
were
happened?
you? Where were you guys?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Oh, where were
Sorry,
you
we just
guys?
got home, so we haven't been listening.
Where'd you guys get home from?
Where were you?
Dinner with the family.
Okay.
Likely
All
story.
cute and stuff. You know.
I just think you're so cool because you have such a great relationship with your family. Always rubbing my nose in it.
You know how we are.
Hey, for listeners right now who are checking out us live, It Takes Two to Toku's going to be on This Movie's Gay this week.
Woo, woo, what?
Episode turned out great. But guys, if you, even though you will be on Mostly Speaking Sentai soon, if you could time travel, what would you do?
I would go back in time and take all the vintage Sentai toys that I want and then bring them back to my time, and they'll be perfectly mint in box, amazing. but then I'll want to play with them, so they won't be in the box, but they'll still look awesome.
The amount of times I think about doing stuff like that, of even just like going back in time, buying like, oh, this is the rare DVD or this is the rare VHS, things like that, and then just sell them on eBay. But the only issue there would be like, well, how's it in such pristine condition? And I'd have to make up some lie. Or I guess I could say I time traveled and people would be like, haha, that's funny. And I'd be scot-free.
Exactly.
Like when my parents would ask me like, hey, what were you doing this weekend? I'd be like, oh man, I was just smoking so much meth with my boys. And they'd laugh and be like, oh, James, you're straight edge. And then I wouldn't have to say like, I was trying to finger as many people as possible. Nicole's shaking her head. Yes, Daddy.
The lesser of two evils, definitely.
What else would you guys do?
You know what I'd love to do? Take the first 2 seasons of Mandalorian, bring them back in time with me, and show a kid from 1983 how it all turns out. It'll be all right. I don't know. Right at the end of Return of the Jedi, and then just be like, don't worry about the rest of it. This is what you need right here.
Do you guys watch The Mandalorian?
We still have Nicole's like, we need to finish Bly Manor.
We just got Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
We've been watching Earth to Ned. Holy shit, that's great. The Deedles, meet the Deedles. You guys got to check that movie out. It's great.
It's bad, and I didn't even watch it.
You know it's good, dude. We'll get stoned and I'll rewatch it with you.
No.
Nicole, the caller can't see you, so you got to...
Oh, yeah, we can. Hey, Nicole. We can see you.
Hey, Nicole.
Hey.
But on a delay.
What?
Yeah, we're just kidding.
Joking.
I think she just flipped us off.
That was a finger. Which
Yeah,
finger
wow,
was that?
wow.
Whoa.
Thanks, Nicole.
Gee.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Finally, someone's turning on you.
I'm a little scamp.
It's just a pinky.
Guys, you... Like we mentioned before, you guys go to the cabin. You guys hang out with your family. When you're hanging out with family during the holidays, there's a bunch of treats to be eaten. What's your guys' favorite holiday treats?
Well, I think the one that Steve started making a few years ago.
Oh, do they have to be sweets, or can they be anything just for, specific to the holiday?
Whatever.
Oh, all right. I'm going to go with fried pickles.
Oh,
They're
man.
so good.
Yeah.
They are so freaking good.
Yeah, they're stuffed with cream cheese and cheddar cheese and bacon and rolled up in an egg roll and deep fried.
So good.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
We'll
Yes,
leave bacon out of your guys' one.
We'll leave the bacon out.
We'll leave that one, yeah.
But
No, I want to taste it how it's made.
it's magical if you can get over the bacon part, which but it's magical. And they can be made many ways. I can customize them without the bacon, just so that you can enjoy over the cheese.
So yeah, cut in half, hollowed out.
Yep.
Fill it in with the cream cheese.
Kind of like Mel Gibson at the end of Braveheart, and then we just with cream cheese and bacon kind of thing.
And then deep fried.
You did see Braveheart?
I haven't seen Braveheart since a child, and I'm
Yeah,
confident
I don't know.
Nicole hasn't seen it.
Is that the one
I've
with the
actually never
dragon
seen
and
it
they
either.
like switch hearts?
That's Dragonheart.
Well, then no, I haven't seen it.
That's Dragonheart. I love Dragonheart.
That's Dragon. Very different movie. But yeah, no, they're cut in half and they're deep fried and your cardiologist will hate you forever, but they're yummy.
They're so good.
Hey, good news. I don't have a cardiologist because your boy doesn't have health insurance.
And you've got nothing to worry
You're all
about.
set.
How did this become a holiday treat or a tradition?
It started like 3 years ago, I guess. I just wanted to make something specific for, because we had groups of people. Well, back when you could have groups of people, and you have parties to go to back then. And I was like, I just want to make something cool that everybody's gonna like. That'll stand out. And I'm like, what's the weirdest term I can Google? I'm like, fried pickle. And there it was. Yeah, and it just kind of went off the rails from there,
And they're so good.
as you've heard.
They sound good.
Yeah, they're all right.
A weirder Google search term, though, would be
God damn it.
guitar that sounds like Miss Piggy. Yeah, that's what I wanted the guitar to sound like, Nicole.
Especially if you're looking for a snack.
I mean, Miss Piggy's a snack. And also, it is also bacon related.
So I have a funny Miss Piggy story. So I'm at college, and my friend Sarah, also known as Doc Button.
The Doc Button, yeah.
I guess I had to get dressed up for some reason. The presentation. She says, like, "Wow, you look really dapper," and you don't hear dapper every day. Like it's a nice word to hear, and I felt pretty good about myself for the next couple of days. Oh, I look dapper. That's awesome. I cut to 2 weeks later, and we're watching The Muppets Take Manhattan, and Miss Piggy goes on her shopping spree, and lo and behold, Sarah says, just out of nowhere, "Wow, Miss Piggy looks really dapper." I'm like, I thought that was my special word. She just throws around the word dapper everywhere, and it just doesn't have the same. Doesn't mean as much.
Yeah, the currency just devalued. In that, yeah. Oh.
What'd you guys go to college for? What'd you major and minor in?
I was a geology major because I was going to go out west and dig up dinosaur bones and be a paleontologist. And as you can see, that worked out perfectly.
Yeah, you're out in Death Valley, and you're covered in little dusties every single day.
Exactly. Yep. That's me.
How many Triceratops bones have fallen on you? Ridiculous. Communication. For me, communications.
Hell yeah.
So that was my thing. So communicating, the disorders that come as a result of not being able to.
I went to college for associates in arts and science, which just means I did general stuff to get a degree so I could show employers, hey, I have a degree. Nicole?
Baking and pastry.
Hell yeah, dude.
Nice.
And you dropped out like a boss.
Yep.
You're so cool.
Drop that mic.
You're like a Kanye West album.
Sure.
College dropout. What's up? All right, guys. Thank you so much for calling. We gotta get you on a proper episode in the new year.
Yeah, can't wait.
Thank you so much.
Cheer.
Good luck with everything. Have fun tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
See ya, guys. Bye.
Bye.
James, can you turn my earlobes up?
Oh, turn them up? Okay.
Yeah, it's really quiet. Thank you.
Oh, no. What about now? Am I too loud?
No.
All right. But I'm better?
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys. Let's go see if the chat was popping off at all. I don't do declare they were. They weren't. But, hey, calls are open. Give that a ring. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. We've heard from so many people.
Uh-huh.
I think just 4, but it feels like a lot.
Because the middle 2
Yeah.
were a
little
lot.
bonkies.
I gotta go blow my nose.
Nicole is going to blow her nose. And that means, yeah, she's doing cocaine, methamphetamines. She's probably gonna shoot a little H, and by H she means hemorrhoid cream. Oh, preparation her. Guys, it's been a wonderful night. I was gonna say year, and it hasn't, but I don't know. It was very sucky. We lost our best friend. I was watching this Lil Bub, I think is his name. It's that really cute cat. And he is just very cute, and his tongue's always hanging out. And I just started violently crying because it reminded me of the owner was giving him little belly rubs in his arms, and I just started thinking of Frank, and yeah, it was like the day we said bye to him. That's as hard as I was crying. Shit sucks and cucks. I've had fried rice the past 2 days. Oh, we got a call. Oh no. Who's this from? Oh, okay. Nicole, I don't know what Nicole's doing, but I gotta answer. Hello, you're on with Mullum Sans Bricks on WMSS, the Gooch.
Oh, hello.
Hi, who am I speaking to?
It's Upside Down Man.
Upside Down Man, it's been 1 year since we first met, and I was hoping you'd call. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Are you still a ghost?
Yeah.
Actually, you last time you were like in the room, how are you calling in?
That's my new ghost power.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I do really enjoy you, Upside Down Man. However, you sicked a goddamn B-man on me, I hear.
No.
Roger Pork Sandwich said you brought him to the apartment, to the walk-in closet, and if I asked, you said, if he asks about Beyblade, stab him. I want to get your side of the story here.
I don't know who that is.
You don't? Okay. Then maybe he was talking about some other ghost.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, who's some ghosts that you know? We've never talked about the afterlife with you.
Ghosts that I know.
Yeah.
There's like the scary one in the basement.
Oh, Nicole hangs out in there. I should tell her about that.
Yeah, it's just like in this one room that's usually locked, so it's probably fine.
Oh, okay. So it feels like that's something Nicole tells herself, and as long as she doesn't go in that locked room, she'll be safe.
I don't know.
Okay. So you're also a 4-year-old ghost now. Because you died when you were free, and then last year you were dead for 3 years, and now you're 4.
Oh yeah.
What have you been up to? The last time I spoke with you, it was the 12-hour live stream back in April.
Just hanging out, learning new ghost stuff, like talking to you, like on this Google thing.
I like that you know that it's on Google.
Well, I'm in the apartment right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
So before you used to be able to like talk through a mic, but where in the apartment are you?
Don't worry about it, okay?
Do you watch me?
I'm just a cheeky little boy.
What other ghost powers have you learned?
Like, I can make toot sounds.
You can make toot sounds, like a trumpet or like farts?
Like a toot.
A what?
A toot.
Oh, yeah, okay. Explain what you mean. You just keep saying the word, not defining it.
Like you're walking around by yourself and I make a noise. That's like a toot noise.
Okay, oh my God. Okay, with your mouth.
And then you're like, whoa, what was that? And then you're like, oh, that's weird because no one else is home.
I mean, I usually have headphones on, so I might not be hearing your toot noises.
Oh, man.
Have you been turning on our TV?
No, that's not me.
Oh, no. I hope that's someone else who has a Roku television.
Probably. I don't know.
Can you feel electromagnetic waves? Like if I were to start like pushing a remote near you, either like an RIF, I think that's what it's called, or just like a Bluetooth style thing. Do you feel those waves come into your body?
Only if I want to.
Oh, that's that's good. That's a great mantra. Like, oh, do you get heated by the haters and someone says, only if I want to? That's just, you exude confidence, Upside Down Man.
That's pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah. To anyone who doesn't know who Upside Down Man is a ghost we met on the last call-in show. You are a boy who died now 4 years ago. You were 3 years old, and you died in what I think is a horrific way, where there was a trend going on where kids would inhale really deep, then hang upside down on a monkey bar. I guess to get a head rush. Is that why?
I don't know. They died.
Okay. And then someone came up to you and like pushed in on your stomach, and that murdered you.
Yeah.
Okay. So what? How long was it from you inhaling, hanging upside down to someone murdering you?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So you just like went black and you can't even, you just remember that this happened.
Yeah.
Maybe you read a newspaper and that's what jogged your memory.
Probably.
Upside down, man. What if that wasn't you? What if you just read a newspaper article and you thought, oh, that must have been me who died, but really you just like got thrown into a bridge overboard and then you couldn't swim because you're only 3.
That's really sad.
Never to be found. But then like there's no like stuff around us. Someone's asking you a question. Jordan asks, Upside Down Man, have you met Dear David? Are there any ghosts you don't get along with?
Everyone's pretty cool. I don't know who Dear David is.
I don't either. I thought maybe that was something like ghosts talked about.
I mean, that one in the basement just doesn't talk to me.
It just screams at you?
No, it just doesn't talk.
That's even creepier.
Yeah.
I'm about to ask something that might make me cry. Have you seen, actually, I hope you haven't, unless like you can just talk to people in heaven. Have you seen Franklin?
No, but like I can feel his energy.
That's good. Is it happy?
He's got good energy.
That's
yeah,
good.
It's warm.
That's really good. I'll try not to cry right now. Ooh, suck it in. Suck it in, James. Okay. Ooh.
Don't suck it in too hard.
Oh, I sucked it in so hard that it's like a lollipop in my eyes.
Well, at least you're not upside down. That's okay.
Sean Marciniak asks, does Slender Man want to kidnap ghost boys?
I don't know. Ask Slender Man.
Oh, I hope Slender Man doesn't call in after you. All right. Did you have anything else to talk about?
I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, also, everyone, Upside Down Man also likes to turn things upside down. Frank would sometimes get turned upside down by Upside Down Man. And you want to know what's good? That I now know that Roger Pork Sandwich was just talking shit and maybe just trying to throw you under the bus.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. He probably just like doesn't have any friends.
Okay. I think he has a family. But hey, family's not always your friend.
Yeah.
How do I sound in the phone?
Normal.
Okay. I was wondering if the quality... Do I sound better than a normal phone would? Because I'm recording with a microphone.
Think so.
Okay. Well, that's phone technology for you. But, Upside Down Man, come around more. Don't be afraid.
Okay.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
I think Nicole is doing cocaine. Or something in her nose was actually something in her butt, and she's taking a big old duty. Is she still, or is, let's hang up on, there we go. Guys, that was just Upside Down Man, our ghost friend. Yeah, we have ghost friends. Nicole's been gone doing something. I don't know. But if you would like to call in, phone number's on there. Also, if you can't get in, leave us a voicemail so we know to call you back. I hear Nicole coming. She's trotting along. She's about to scream. Oh, she's screaming. You guys can't hear her yet because she's not at the mic. She has a very quiet scream. Wonder why your phone's been, like, jostling so much. Because last time I don't remember it lagging that much.
I do.
Oh, okay. Then maybe I just wasn't watching. No, I was watching you. I was watching you watching me.
We should figure out the camera on my desktop.
Oh, yeah. We could start doing that for these streams that we might start doing more call-ins.
Maybe.
Why not? Look at my eye right now.
Because you just don't.
It's like there's a vortex going into it. Are you a big... Oh, wait. We got someone new in the chat.
Whoa.
Inverse Impact says, are you a big fan of tokusatsu? You better believe it. We love Fast and the Furious. Yes.
Hobbs and Shaw type shit, baby.
Oh, and you better believe my favorite tokusatsu is a little known show called Doctor Who. But yes, we are. We enjoy Sentai specifically and Godzilla. Those are our two big ones, hence the mostly speaking Sentai moniker. And hey, man, if you want to call in. Phone number's on the screen.
Listen to our podcast.
Ask us that question via your voice, bros.
Maybe they don't want to be put on the spot.
Oh, man, I'd love to be put on a spot. Spot the dog.
Mystery spot.
Oh, my God. You are far away, but also look close. A small person is... Oh, my God, Nicole. You would be a normal size. You're normally a Thumbelina.
I'd be taller than you.
No, I think you would be equal height.
Equal height.
Yeah, that's how tiny you are.
Got it.
I want to see Momoko. I don't know my love story name, people. With Urban Bear guy.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, she's taller than him.
Wow.
It hit. I know it's like something probably that's already been explored on Rule 34, but being that tall and her being that small, sex is a non-option.
Why?
Because even his fingers are as wide as her body, her arm, maybe larger. It's insane. But I gotta watch my love story. It looks amazing.
I'm not gonna get too excited about it because you said the same thing about One Punch Man. So, and now you're just fucking with your glasses.
Yes. Inverse Impact said, I don't think I can match your energy. Well, guess what? We match our guests' energy.
No one can match James's energy.
Yeah, I think a little thing called the sun can. It has so much kinetic energy.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, call in if you want to, but check out our podcast, Mostly Speaking Sentai, wherever podcasts are found. 2 for flinching, James. Oh, we got a call. All right. Who is it?
Is it Slender Man?
It might be Slender Man. Yellow, you're on WMSS with Mullum and the Brix. The Gooch. I don't know. Caller, who are we speaking with?
Oh, Mullum and the Brix.
Hello.
It's me. Hello. It's me, lead singer and songwriter for Megadeth, Dave Mustaine. I'm so happy to be here today.
Oh, I'm crying bullets right now, Mr. Mustaine.
Oh, you're crying bullets.
Hey,
that
sir.
was one of mine.
Sir,
Yeah.
would you sing us a Christmas carol?
Oh, I would be more than happy to. Hopefully my energy isn't too off-putting for Inverse Impact. Seriously, not all episodes go like this. You should absolutely call. These are two of the nicest people in the world.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Christmas Carol, of course. I had to say the Christmas Carol. Any requests?
What's the one that goes, I, Christmas?
I don't know.
I know what you're talking about from Home Alone,
Yes.
starring Macaulay Culkin. Oh, I don't know that one, though. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'll sing a little bit of Silent Night, Holy Night.
You almost sound like a jazz singer from the 40s.
What do you mean I won't sound like a jazz singer from the 40s? Is it something about my life? I'm like Michael Bublé, but more metal.
Oh, God.
Those are the T-shirts I have made at my concerts. It's the metal Michael Bublé, and then there's my face on the T-shirt.
You do that yourself?
I do. I got myself a stenciling kit over the pandemic.
Wait, what concerts are you selling at these if you started it during the pandemic?
Oh, I'm touring with Smash Mouth. I'm touring with Smash Mouth.
You're just
Is it you or the whole band?
For some reason, the band didn't want to join me, so I got a new group to back me up.
Is it Smash Mouth?
Yeah. It's me and Smash Mouth, and then Smash Mouth comes out.
How does Smash Mouth's backing band do during like classics such as Sweating Bullets or Black Friday, Paint the Devil on the Wall?
Oh my gosh, it's so nice to meet a fan. Honestly, they're pretty good. But they won't stop talking about walking on the sun. And I'm like, hey boys, let it go. And I don't mean Elsa from Frozen. I just mean I think you need to let go of the walking on the sun bit. You know what I'm trying to say.
I apologize to anyone listening who doesn't enjoy this. This might just be for us three. But Dave Mustaine,
I don't care.
you're a fan of our show?
Oh yeah. I love the chemistry you two have and the earnest passion you share for the show. Also the warm and welcoming energy. That again, please do not let my presence on the show affect your preconception of it. Please feel free to call in and not sound like me. Honestly, I'm starting to feel a little guilty for calling in. Even though this is my first time.
I don't know why you had to clarify that.
Okay.
Neither do I.
Hey, Dave, has your paths ever crossed with Macaulay Culkin, the aforementioned Home Alone star?
It's funny you should ask. One time, I was playing somewhere. Oh gosh, it was a Dakota. I remember that much. It was one of the Dakotas.
Hang up.
What? Huh? I thought you wanted to hear a song.
Just hang up.
I want to hear where this goes because I'm pretty sure it goes to a hospital.
Well, here's the funny part, though. It wasn't just any hospital. The hospital, and this is wild. I don't know if you've ever seen this before. Seen this? Have you heard about this? This is in the news. The hospital was inside of a McDonald's.
I assumed.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That would have been new information.
We've had other people come in and call. Someone who was a boy who got sucked into a wormhole there, and then the other person might own the hospital or the McDonald's inside. I don't know.
Wait, a little boy sucked inside of a wormhole. Here's the thing. Me and the boys of Megadeth were playing a concert inside the hospital, and I remember seeing a little boy about 12 of age playing with his Etch-a-Sketch. And then, out of nowhere, a man dressed entirely in camouflage and various animal parts appeared out of a wormhole, played music before we could, and then the little boy was but 2 years of age, and then I met Ozzy Osbourne.
Played music before you could?
And you met Ozzy Osbourne?
Weren't you in a...
Yeah.
I thought you no, that's Metallica that you were also in.
Metallica, James Hetfield, you doo-doo head. Sorry. I can't help myself. Anytime that band gets brought up, I just have to call someone a doo-doo head. I guess it's just...
What's his name again?
Oh, you mean James Hetfield?
Oh, yeah, so, my friends in high school, they still are, but they would loop Sweating Bullets on the big screen, fed through a Wii, like they would go on web browser to gain access to YouTube to put it on the big screen. Sweating Bullets on repeat. But they would also go on your Wikipedia page all the time because people are able to edit it. And one time they saw an edit where, and maybe this is true, but it was removed. This is such a great time to figure this out.
Okay.
It said something like, during a night after a Metallica show, a dispute happened between you and James Hetfield.
That dude you had.
That resulted into you roundhouse kicking him in the head.
So are you asking if I roundhouse kicked James Hetfield, the doo-doo head, like I was Chuck Norris, but of the devil? A devil, Chuck Norris, if you will? Is that what you're asking me, James?
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
Well, the answer is yeah.
Okay, I assumed.
I roundhouse kicked that bitch into next Tuesday, and I'll do it again, and again, and again. Then I'll stop, take a sip of Amp Energy drink, and then I'll do it once more. I got nothing but roundhouse kicks and hatred for that man. And I'm open all day, baby. Yeah!
So, if you could go back in time, what would you do?
Oh, man. Probably... I think I'd want to get a kiss from Princess Diana on the cheek. Nothing salacious. Just a, hey, bud, you're doing a fine job.
Do you think she would have knighted you if she had become queen?
Maybe child have knighted me as a spawn of darkness.
Well,
it's kind of my aesthetic.
Well, Dave, thank you so much for calling, but we have to try to get one other call in, maybe.
That makes sense. But I'm not a grounded enough character for you guys.
No, we're only going to like 9, so
Yeah, I should stop clogging up your phone lines then.
maybe, but I think this was a good call, a very good one.
I'm glad. Thank you. You sure you don't want to hear about the McDonald's? It was wild.
We've heard about it enough.
Are you really?
Yes. Okay, you have a great night.
Hey, happy holidays.
Back at you.
Bye.
Yeah. Valued possession.
I think that call. Okay, yes, that call is done. Hey guys, please call in. Let's get one more call in if you want to, even if it's just to Baba Booey us. I'm surprised at least 3 of the calls haven't ended in Baba Booey. It seems like it should have. But subverting we got a call, guys. If this is
Yes.
okay, this is someone new. All right.
Okay.
Hello, you're speaking with Mullum
And the Brix.
from WMSS, The Gooch.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Inverse Impact.
Hey, Inverse Impact, how are you doing? If there's any way to turn up,
oh my God, I don't know what to talk about, but
Inverse, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay. I can hear us in the background, so if you're able to mute your laptop or your TV.
All right. I'll do it now.
Now I feel like we're a real radio program now, Nicole.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, it's fine.
It was a joke.
It's fine. Inverse, how'd you hear of us? Who are you?
I just saw you on the channel and I came in.
You what?
I just saw you on Twitch and I came in.
Oh, hell yeah.
Interesting. And it's not like I like you or anything.
Hey, you want to know what? As long as you don't hate us.
Oh, okay.
Are you into tokusatsu? Is that, you asked us that.
Oh, yeah, I like Kamen Rider and, all that stuff.
Hell yeah.
I like men in tights posing and, it's just like that,
Hey, if you like men in tights posing, check out a little thing called Robin Hood Men in Tights Posing.
Ho-ho!
What are you doing tonight?
Oh, well, I'm just sitting around. Recently, I was watching a few podcasts, I saw you, and I was like, I really didn't want to call, but I just did.
Hell yeah.
Screw it.
We appreciate you.
If you could go back in time, what would you do?
That's an easy question. I would invest in stocks. And, not only that, I would go back in time and, steal a car.
Dang.
And bring it back.
Because then, if you go back far enough, they're not going to keep your, picture. They might not even have surveillance. You can just steal a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, or go back in time and steal Roman armor and be like, this is authentic, or anything, really.
Yeah. I feel like we ask this question to, on the show all the time because we're doing Time Ranger right now. And most people say, I'd invest in stock or Bitcoin. It's just practical.
Well, honestly, if you really wanted something interesting, you could basically go back in time and invent a TV show that doesn't exist. Just bring back your anime and go back to the 50s and invent that shit.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know. Invent a video game. You could be Todd Howard or something as a child.
Was it Rudy that said they would own or start Power Rangers?
I think that was Sentai 5.
Okay, yeah.
I think just go back in time when computers were starting and just give them a of day CPU, and then you would make so much money. Because then you have people have, what am I trying to think of? Computing would then exponentially go from, hey, we can only do 56 kilobytes per second. That's the whatever computing things. But if you're whoa, no, I have in a 6-core processor right here.
Invented a time machine and reversed what you did.
Is it for are we doing this for the betterment for people, or are we doing this for cash? Because I'm doing it for cash. And if that's the case, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, that's some Inception level, big brain, galaxy brain, super tactics or something. You'd have to go into levels of intelligence that are only like Doctor Who level of intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you do. You start finding out, who are all the people who could be smarter than me or try and take me down? Go back.
So it's Death Note with time machines.
Yeah, but what you would do is be a painter at their parents' house when they're a child. Use lead-based paint.
Oh my God.
And then these kids are dummies when they grow up because they're eating those chips.
Yeah.
Also, what's your favorite holiday treats?
This is weird, but eggnog.
Yes, man.
Eggnog is good.
I like a nog so thick it's like bubble gum when you swallow it.
So gross.
Yeah, it is kind of gross when you think about it. It's just mashed up eggs, but other than that, it's okay.
Yeah, I recently cold brewed some eggnog, meaning you know how you make cold brew. You put a bag of coffee in some water and you let it go down. Hey, we just got something. I don't know what just happened.
Whoa.
Maybe a new follow. It says it might be because of someone followed us on Facebook. Maybe it's still counting that. I don't know. Sorry about that inverse impact.
Hello. Welcome to the stream, Kate Ward. Welcome if you want to talk. I'm pretty sure after I get off, you can. You're a follower now.
I think it's because it's on a Facebook. We're using Streamlabs and it's connected through multiple things, but they're not watching the stream right now.
Perhaps they aren't.
They might not be, but I cold brewed eggnog. So instead of water, I used eggnog, and I'm chronicling it to see if it works. I think, Nicole, because I had to like taste a little bit of it today, I think it's just like eggnog with a hint of coffee. Which might be good.
What's the weirdest thing you've done?
The weirdest thing I've ever done? I'm an eccentric person, so... Nicole?
What?
What's the weirdest thing you've ever done? Well, I think.
I don't know.
I guess like doing Freon, that's pretty weird. I huffed Freon. That's the chemical that makes ACs cold.
That's very intriguing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
right now,
weird.
I'm in a dark bathroom.
Oh, that's spooky. Oh, hopefully we're on speaker. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. Oh, you in for some trouble, dude.
Perhaps. You're interesting, and I like it.
Thank you.
They're still alive. I don't think it worked.
Oh, okay, yeah. Bloody Mary is... Oh, wait. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Oh, no.
Oh, he just got Beetlejuice, man. Oh, well, thank you so much for calling us, Inverse Impact.
Well, bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much for calling.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
We have a voicemail, and then let's see who this is from. I guess let's just call them back. They called during that call, so let's call.
We'll listen to.
Oh,
okay.
no, it was only 2 seconds long.
Oh.
That's very loud, I feel like.
Hello.
Hello, this is Mullum and the Brix from WMSS. Someone recently called us from this number, and we're checking to see who that was.
Well, that would be Rushdown. That would be myself.
Yes! How are you doing?
I'm doing great, talking to my favorite Scooby-Doo couple.
Yes, we are. Oh, man, I'm glad I called you back.
God damn it.
I think you might be our last caller. Scooby-Doo, man. What's your favorite Scooby-Doo series?
Favorite one? It's hard to say because I really like the relatively modern one. I'm sorry, I'm out buying stuff for tomorrow. I was out, I'd have to say, there was this modern one, What's New Scooby-Doo or something to that effect, where the art style kind of was, well, reminiscent of Family Guy, ironically enough. But
yeah, I want to see that.
It was just quirky enough that it was just enjoyable with the random humor. But it's hard to turn away from the classic because although the storyline can be a little boring, it was the formula that they all followed for basically everything else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Be Cool Scooby-Doo.
Be Cool Scooby-Doo. That's the one. Yeah, that one there. I remember waking up and watching that with my daughter. It was ridiculous.
Wait.
At the same time,
Rushdown. Are you saying you a daddy?
God damn it.
I am.
He's a Scooby-Doo daddy.
Oh, yes. Probably the best kind of daddy out there is a Scooby-Doo daddy.
Absolutely.
I was going to try and do like the Scooby-Daddy-Doo. Yeah, that's yeah.
Scooby-Daddy-Doo. That works great.
Scooby-Dooby daddy.
Yeah.
So how are you guys doing?
We're doing well. I think you're going to be our last call, but I don't want you to feel like we're going to try and wrap this up quickly. We want to have a nice conversation with you.
Absolutely.
What's fatherhood like? That's something that always creeps me out.
Yep. You know what? It creeps me out first. Like at very first, it really did freak me out. The whole idea of being responsible for another human being was quite daunting at first. And then that little creature looks up at you and it's just like this overwhelming urge to be like, I will protect you to my dying breath. It just takes over. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
I wonder if I would have ever gotten that.
You know what? Some people do and some people don't. And it just works for those people that don't. I have friends that are just like, yeah, I love kids. I don't want to have them, but they're great to be around.
Yeah.
And I totally get that. It's just, I guess it's different strokes for different folks.
I just know I'll never, unless I want to reverse my vasectomy, I'll just never be able to experience that.
Yeah, it's a weird feeling. Like for me, it's a little different because my wife and I had tried a couple times with pretty tragic results, but it was just something we always both wanted, just as even like when we first started dating, ironically enough in grade 9, we just always wanted kids. It was just something we just wanted. So I think that also has a massive push on it too, right? Like if it's something you definitely want when it happens, it's like opening up a Sega on Christmas.
Comparing the two, I don't think, but it's a great comparison for me and Nicole.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you really want a Sega and you open it on Christmas and you're like, yes. But I mean, if you open it up and you want a Sega and you open up and you get like Nintendo, 66 games in one, you're like, oh, thank you.
So it would be like when I opened up the PlayStation 2 the year it came out.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. It's something that you want when it finally comes. It's just there. It's just amazing. It's just a feeling.
I wonder if someday VR will get so insanely good that you could, if you're like, I'm on the edge, like, would I love a child once I see it? Like a VR experience that lasts 9 months, like not like you have to wear it for 9 months, but you check in like periodically, and then eventually it ends with the birth of your child, that it's so advanced that it can, you put in a photo of you, a 3D rendering of you, and then of someone else like your partner or just a rando on the street that you find. And then you have that baby at the end and you look down at it. And if you're like, wow, this is my life now, or, oh, whoa, I made a mistake, you would know if you could be a father or not.
I think the best way for that is if we ever get to a point where like a Matrix style, or even that like weird thing that happened to, I'm going to get really nerdy here, Star Trek, with Captain Picard when he got zapped and he lived a lifetime in like 20 minutes. Something where it just like fundamentally goes into there and alters part of your mind so you experience it in real time. I think that's the only way, because I'm pretty sure 90% of like that whole, oh man, I got to protect it, is just pure serotonin bursting into your brain. Like that's exactly what, and exactly it's the Sega Genesis. You really wanted to open that, and there it is.
If speaking of living, the Picard thing, would you? This goes for everyone on the call right now. If you could live a lifetime in 20 minutes, like experience all of it in your mind, would you do that?
Absolutely.
Oh, Nicole?
No.
I was about to say no, but just think of all the, like, 5 years ago, if you knew what you knew now, you'd be like, oh, I would be a much well-rounded person. I've experienced so much. Just think if you lived an entire life, all of what you would be able to like get accomplished now, knowing like, oh, I still have 50 years, even though I lived 90 just 20 minutes ago.
I really hope I'd live the life of a musician, because I'd love to figure out exactly how to get my fingers to play the guitar. Like my fingers are just incompetent with that. I don't know why.
I guess because then like all the things, I don't know, man. I don't know. No, I wouldn't.
She just don't know.
So you're basically saying for us edgelords, just Rick and Morty style, play a video game where you're just a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not all Rick and Morty fans are edgelords.
I mean,
the super,
yeah, they are.
Like the ones who,
even just a little bit.
The ones who take it too far, I would say, are.
And I do like that's coming
fan.
from someone
Avoid
who does
fan.
Enjoy Rick and Morty. So
it's for like smart people, just like Frasier was, you know.
Oh yeah. You can watch it for the surface laugh, but there's something deeper. There's always something deeper.
Yeah, one time when I was at work,
like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
We were like, oh man, because I work at a comic book store. We were like, one of my coworkers was like, oh man, Rick and Morty fans are the worst. I was like, yeah, and Deadpool fans. And they were like, and you're both. I was like, fuck. It was good.
But if you could go back in time, we're talking all this kooky stuff right now, this heady high type deals. If you could go back in time, what would you do?
Ooh.
Ooh, my battery's empty.
Oh,
Bye.
wait.
Bye.
Wait, did Nicole's screen, I believe, just went dead. Wait, how? You're plugged in.
It's shitty.
Okay.
It's
My
like
phone does
not
the
charging
same thing.
fast enough.
My phone does the same thing. It's a battery quirk. If I could go back, like, are we talking like 5 or 10 years?
No, anytime.
Oh, anytime. Oh, man, I would go back in time to grade 9, smack myself upside the head and say, take school seriously, you schmuck. I was one of those clever kids who could easily just coast through with 70s and 60s, and so I didn't bother doing anything. So as a result, when I graduated, I didn't qualify for anything.
Oh.
See, I feel like I would want to do the opposite and be like, hey, school's not that big of a deal, you dumb fuck. Go have fun.
Yeah, I had fun, but the problem was I did like just sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah.
So I at least if I had something to I could go back and say, oh yeah, don't get me wrong, I spent a lot of weekends just sitting around playing D&D, but which was great. But I mean, if I actually sat down and actually studied something, the other thing I'd probably tell myself is gym teacher is not a profession.
Are you a gym teacher?
No, I was going to be, but then I found out gym teacher, well, at least where I am, gym teacher is not a profession. You have to be either math, science, English, or something else, and then take a special program afterwards for physical education. And then if you can find a school that has a position opening in the phys ed department, you can apply.
Dang. That's a whole bunch of layers.
I never knew that.
Also, you've alluded to, like, at least where I'm from, and you've said grade 9 many times. Where are you from?
I am near Toronto, Ontario.
I was thinking, because you didn't have like a British accent, so I'm like, well, he can't be from the island.
No. In fact, my accent's probably pretty darn close to yours because I grew up in London, Ontario, and people mistake me for growing up in Detroit all the time.
Oh yeah, I always wonder that because it's so close. There can't be just a complete divide.
Oh no, growing up in the 80s, especially 80s and the 90s in London, where a lot of the like antenna channels were all basically either Erie, Pennsylvania, or straight out of Detroit. I learned Spanish before I learned French. Like it was incredible, that divide.
We were, at least I was, when the election was, like in the beginning where it's like, oh, Trump might win again. I was looking at, I was like, what's a place close to us that isn't too far away? And London was, like, I was looking at apartments in London just in case things went really poor. So I would have been like, oh, Nicole, in July when we move, we need to get a passport.
Yep. You know what? I'm actually trying to move back to London. Things in Toronto are getting really stupid expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's getting ridiculous. So I'm trying to find a way to, I'm not saying like it's crazy cheap there either, but I mean, I found 3 level, 2-bedroom, 1-bath townhouses for like $750 in utilities.
Dang.
And compare that to like here where it's like starting at $2,000, then utilities.
Yeah.
It's a divide. Like it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's an insane difference. Oh, what? Yeah. Speaking of Toronto, what's your thoughts on Drake? I think that's how everyone's reaction should be to Drake. Like, he's good. He, like, sonically, he sounds good, but I don't know why everyone's writing home about him.
What's your opinion on Justin Bieber?
I don't get it. I just can't really get wrapped up into that hype. But, I mean, like, when I was first starting to listen to, like, really starting to listen to music as a conscious human, the music that was going back and forth for me was, you know, like Biggie Smalls and that kind of pack there. We had all that. Like we had, like, one of my friends was really big into Snoop Dogg at the time and really pushing it and stuff. And so that kind of scene has changed so much. Like that entire thing of like R&B and rap and like all those kind of mixers and stuff, especially some of the messages too. Like I just find like the old Coolio stuff just is very different than some of the rap you get now. I know I'm getting very like grandpa-y, but.
What's your thoughts on organized rhyme?
Organized rhyme, I could never do it well. But as long as there's a good flow to it, I'm okay with it.
I was thinking maybe you would the Canadian hip hop group Organized Rhyme.
Oh, I thought you meant like a literal organized rhyme.
Oh no.
I'm not familiar.
Oh, it's a group that Tom Green was in the early 90s that got some prominence.
I must have completely missed that.
Oh yeah, it's one of those weird things that when you're like, oh, Tom Green, he did those funny songs, but then when you look at his discography, you're like, what are these albums from the 90s? And they're like fully produced hip hop albums, and he's competent and good at rapping.
I will definitely have to give that a look, because you know what, I like to go on those weird artist deep dives.
Yeah.
For a while there, I was really big into Dragon Force.
Dragon Force.
It's a power metal band out of like Norway.
I know I've heard of them.
Yeah, Through the Fire and Flames is probably their most famous one. It was very big during Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that I found out was they did like a complete separate band project called Shadow Warriors, where they're just screwing around with a guitar in their garage. And then from there, there's like this whole separate fringe of when they were doing it, releasing under like just dumping it on the internet, and it's just like these crazy power chords and charging metal. And it's like, what the heck is this? It's so weird when you can just like fall into a weird well of nonsense projects that these people do.
Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoy doing that too. That's how I would buy gifts for people. Nicole really liked Pierce the Veil. Oh, they had a band before they were Pierce the Veil. Let me get that album. And then I realized that don't shop like that for Nicole. Just get the thing that she likes, and it's a guarantee that she will enjoy it.
Yes, please.
Yep. I learned that. I learned that lesson with my wife as well. It's just keep it simple.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for we do need to start wrapping up.
Absolutely. But before I go, I do want to say something. I know how much you do on the end of the podcast, where you do like the, especially Car Ranger, by the way, my favorite series.
Yeah.
Where, you got the different superpower thing. Ironically enough, my name for both of those would still be my profession, which is Steel Dispatcher.
Ooh,
it would
nice.
work in the Car Ranger one, because I would be like a big Iron Knight and I would dispatch enemies. And the Steel Dispatcher for the Time Ranger, I would go back, buy areas that I know have precious metals, go back and will them to myself, and then boom, I own the metal supply.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I think about that. It's weird. I'm glad that other people think like that, of just like, wow, it would be so cool if you could just go back in time. I was walking past a very nice apartment building. I was like, what if I could go back in time? Create an apartment building, then will that to myself or to my mom, who would be alive at the time, and then I get that apartment building and I can just live in there.
Exactly. And you don't fall into any kind of weird hijinks, like, going back in time to kill your own grandfather, but then you don't exist, so you can't kill your own father. Like, no paradoxes.
Yeah.
It's the perfect crime.
Or just, going back in time, get an Actions #1 off from a newsstand, maybe 3, and then you're set truly for life, because you could get, I don't know, like after market value would go down at least $1.8 million, and that's enough to live your life.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, thank you so much for calling. We truly love whenever you call us a Scooby-Doo couple. It makes us so happy. Thank you so much. You have a great night.
You too. Great talking to you guys.
Bye.
Take care.
All right, Nicole, I think that's it. We can wrap up. This was a super fun 2 hours.
Yeah.
I would like to quickly give a shout out to all of our $10 patrons over on patreon.com/MLM pod, where we have exclusive podcasts such as Talking About Beyblade, Engage with Nicolas Cage, the Toku Reading Corner, and Ooh Baby, the podcast that be. But let's give a big shout out to Steve F., Eric Berry of Ranger Command Power Hour, Alex Z, Orion, a.k.a. the rapper Defo, Kayla, a.k.a. 2 Grapes, Duo Grun Fox, that's 2 Fox for the price of Grun, Tyler Wright, my best friend, who is one of the big Dave Mustaine fans, and Elliot W. at Garlic Sunshine on Instagram. Next week, or no, actually, the coming up like this week, if you would like to listen to our Patreon content without being a patron, in the Mostly Speakin' Sentai feed, already there's one talking about Beyblade in there, one of my favorite episodes. And this week of the recording, this live Twitch, there will be an Engaged with Nicolas Cage for the movie Moonstruck.
Mm-hmm.
And if you sign up now, you will get access to, like, next Sunday, we're having a live stream exclusive to all the patrons for... like a drawing stream where Nicole will be drawing a bunch of stuff. And then, yeah, if you sign up for the $5, you'll get, like, since April, we've been doing this once a week, a new podcast. So there's a lot of stuff to listen to. It's all quality content. It's great. It's funny. You'll enjoy it. I don't really have anything to plug. This has just been a celebration. Check out Nicole's Dino Cats. Buy them on DarlingHomebody.com. Thank you to everyone who's been watching. This has been a blast. Thank you, Jordan, for shouting out our podcasts and telling Inverse Impact that one, he was great on the call-in too to check out our podcast.
Yeah, thank you to everyone who called.
Yes.
Too.
I'll try. Sean said, I'll try to call next year, though.
God damn it.
Thank you guys so much. I've been James.
I'm the Brix.
And we've been WMSS, mostly
The Gooch.
speaking. I realized the Gooch might be something from Parks and Rec. I just said
No,
it.
I thought it was the Goose.
No, the Goose is from Jake and Amir.
Oh, okay. He goes,
penis,
"Arr, arr, arr."
anal, the goose. Ow, 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 ow. I don't
Yeah.
think that's the noise goose make. Okay, thank you guys so much. I've been James. Bye.
Bye. We're mostly speaking Sentai.
Yes. This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCollum. For more content, please visit mlmpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today. Sean said, what? Impossible. His name was Ruxpin. Mine is Sean.